Go ahead, y'all can start.
Don Martin, no, not Tony. Tony's not here tonight.
Oh, my gosh.
Don Martin and Mitch Red.
I just got called Tony Tremonti.
Well, I was actually calling Kyle Medier Tony.
Such an honor to be called Tony Tremonti.
So we're just going to so blue gold scrimmage. The game got canceled tonight against Singer, but we're just going to kind of go through some of our equipment tonight and work with the camera and a few different things.
It's kind of an inter-squad scrimmage for us too, Don.
Yeah, just a little preseason.
All right, so here we go with Tyler Judice winning the tip for the blue team. Don, I'm going to let you take over play-by-play first half, and we'll go from there.
And I apologize. I just picked up a roster. So ball's handed out in the corner by number 5, Elijah Coleman, freshman guard. Shots up. That's wrong.
Yep, that's DeMarcus Williams. That's a 5. That's a 3 right there. So, yeah, that was DeMarcus Williams. He played last year, Don. Saw a lot of action. Him and he and Xavier Trent, who now it said Zay Trent on here.
Had a little name change.
Had a little shortened, make it sound a little cool. And I kind of liked it like it was, but Zay's good too.
So Mitch had 2 of the guards underneath the bucket right there. I love when the guards get into action, the big boys.
So the white team tonight, Don, looks like it has a lot of returning players. There's Ashton Lilly with a pass inside there to
nice
Dawson
bucket.
Artigo. That's 2 starters from last year. McCormick's out there. And then who's number 13?
Number 13 for white is Quentin Frank, senior.
Quentin Frank was out there last year, and then we're missing one person. Let's see, that's going to be number 15. That's Zay Trent or Zai Trent.
It looks like the blue team is dotted with quite a bit of. Oh, we're actually all freshmen, sophomores, so we'll get to see some of the younger boys.
So a good opportunity, Don, for us to kind of knock the rust off, just like the Golden Tours are tonight.
And it looks like out tonight, just so people will be aware too, Cole Navarre and Trey Creary. Caleb Vizier is in the ball game, number 23. Fresh off, he's not on the court right now, I don't think. Fresh off football season.
Mic check.
Nice steal right there by Zach Trent, little sophomore guard. Takes it all the way to the hoop. Pressure better number 24.
So last year,
Michon.
We had a lot of fun with Xavier Trent. He was, Kyle, you sound good.
Okay.
Kyle, sounds good. The mic check you hear is Kyle Medier coming in. Ashton Lilly's going to get his steal.
It's a bump. He should have got that layup right there, though. He got focused a little bit too much on drawing the foul. You got to get you 2 points there first. I don't see Tag Staley on the roster.
I don't think Staley.
Tag may not be out for basketball this year.
I don't think he is. Well, and Kyle, look, when you if there's a dead ball and you need to jump in. We'll roll with it and see how it works.
So first free throw is up and no good by Ashton Lilly. He's a senior forward. Second one's up and good. They'll look for some definitely look for leadership out of Ashton this year. Like I say, get quite a bit of playing time last year as a junior, and based on this, he'll be in the starting lineup this year.
So, Don, looks like we're seeing a little half-court pressure by the white team, which I would call the varsity team for the most part. The white team applying a little pressure. Maybe we'll see some of that from the Tours.
Well, I think Coach Coleman definitely wants to run a little more up-tempo offense and defense than what he did last year. So, it wouldn't surprise me as they'll probably be pressing the ball up and down the court. Lilly's got the top of the key. Jump shots up is a little far, no good. Keeps the ball alive. Rebounds by number 1. Three-point shots up, and it's good by number 24, J.P. Michon, sophomore. Mitch, I got to kind of chuckle as I watch these boys playing these days. I keep waiting for a call to get carried. I mean, a carry to be called.
That's not likely to happen.
A little different than when me and you were playing.
So, Don, last year, DeMarcus Williams, number 5 for the blue team, saw as a freshman, saw good minutes off the bench and was a defensive stopper, as I recall last year. And looks like he's put on some muscle, and he's looking good out there. We'll see a lot out of him. And Xavier Trent, 15. I'm telling you, he was little last year, and he's not big this year, but he's bigger than he was. And he sees the floor well. He and McCormick both.
Another nice bucket by Dawson Ortego, the junior who had quite a bit of playing time as a sophomore. It's another three-pointer right there for the blue team. On number 3, Elijah Coleman, a freshman. As you can see, the freshman sophomore teams having a little trouble getting back in transition on defense, and the more experienced starting varsity team, I guess you would say, is taking advantage of it right now. Nice pass down low. Just wasn't able to be hauled in by 33 Tyler Judice.
So one thing about Lilly, he'll bring the ball down the court, and he'll take the 3 and go to the goal.
Well, I think that's something that's one, and we apologize. I'm still kind of getting used to the camera. We're trying to get a camera angle that can catch the whole court without us having to move it, but we weren't able to get that before tip-off tonight. But
either that or a camera guy.
Yeah. I think that's one of the unique things about Judice, Mitch, is not only about Judice, but about the starting 5 that Sulphur's got out there right now. Any 5 of those players can bring the ball up the court, so they're not really contained to the true guard setup or point guard setup.
Well, and without a true big man, that'll be a strength that they bring, is just the ability to hopefully handle the pressure.
Yeah, the big man, I guess you would say, one of them just checked into the game for the white team. That's number 23, Vizier. Caleb Vizier. He's a junior. Once again, saw quite a bit of playing time as a sophomore last year. And is very active underneath the goal. I'm going to guess he's about 6'3", 6'4", but he got long arms on him, so he plays a little bit taller than he really is.
So there's Zay Trent really getting down the floor there. McCormick, he started last year and really led the team at the point guard spot. He's a junior, and you just got to figure that he is seeing the court well, and he's set up to have a really big year. Kyle, if you're down there, what are you seeing? Oh, wait, we got to do that. Kyle, if you're down there.
Oh, I thought he was listening.
Kyle, if you're down there, what are you seeing? Well, Kyle is down there, and he is. Kyle, if you're down there, what are you seeing? All right, we'll come back to Kyle.
Well, and that's why we have a little preseason here.
Yeah, that's why it's not a bad thing that we're
Do you see him?
Squad scrimmage. He's sitting straight across behind the score table. All right.
Go ahead. We just want to test it out. I want to see if you sound great.
So yeah, a lot of roster turnover, a lot of new guys that we haven't got to know yet, Don, but we will. And there was a nice little pump fake by Caden Cedeno, number 12.
He's going to head to the line for 2 free throws.
His mom.
Well, guys, we're getting the situation with the sound tested out. It sounds like you guys are got it going on up there. Mic check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yep. Kyle sounding good.
Yeah, no, Hey guys, can y'all hear me? Mic check.
Yeah. Yeah, Kyle, we got you.
All right, so Xavier Trent, let's see, who is 13?
Hey, you're good. We can hear you fine.
13 is Quentin Frank back in the game.
No, we got you perfect.
So the Tours originally scheduled to play Singer High School tonight in what would have been the season opener in the Sulphur High tournament. That game was canceled for we don't know why, but nevertheless, the Tours are getting an inter-squad scrimmage, and we're getting a good look at some of the younger guys as well as the older guys.
So opening game will be at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. I'm assuming, but I didn't get apologize. I didn't pay attention to the schedule because I'm going to be out of town.
Leesville tomorrow night.
We
will be here in some form or fashion.
I don't know if Leesville played. I assume they did, but I didn't get a score Leesville earlier today.
So 44 is a big
Yeah,
boy.
check into the game. 44 is Sylvester Lucius, a freshman.
He's a big kid.
There you saw Vizier. Come again, Kyle.
It's about a 45 second delay from what I just saw. So now whenever y'all give me a thumbs up, I know it's working. I just heard myself on the live feed.
25 seconds?
45.
So he said 45. And football, it was about 2.
All right, 10-4. So first free throw is, if he called glass, it's going to be good.
So the blue team's down 2 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first
free
quarter.
throw's no good. Rebound there by number 13, Quentin Frank. Guys, if you're new to the Golden Tours, Quentin Frank and number 15, Zach Trent, usually bring instant excitement when they hit the court, especially Zach Trent, number 15.
All right, we're going to do a little clarification. It's
Zay, that's the name change. I apologize.
Xavier Trent.
Miss Trent, we apologize. Coach Coleman gave us that roster.
We had
nice job by Vizier. Vizier goes to the floor right there. He's going to have a lot of traffic getting that ball back up. He catches it in the air and goes right up with his shot right away.
That's just 2 guys that play together and see the floor.
Yeah. So that's going to extend the White lead out to 14-10 with 1:58 to go here in the first quarter. Nice bounce pass down low. Lucius wasn't able to quite come up with the ball. Another nice bounce pass. Oh, nice rejection by Vizier. We got to work on this camera, though.
Yeah, so Quentin Frank there with a nice little lob pass to DJ. Tried to catch it and go up with it and score without coming down. He'll get 2 free throws. So, Don, we'd expect a lot from VJ this year. Looks like Quentin Frank's going to get some playing time.
Yeah, especially if Sulphur wants to run a little bit more up-tempo. Generally results in a few more fouls in the ball game as well. So, watching them shoot their free throws here tonight, that's going to be another critical piece of their offensive game this year.
So Dawson Artigo, as VJ makes second free throw, Dawson Artigo just checked in for McCormick. That means that Trent will be moving to the point. Artigo started last year. Kurt Rambis, that's his nickname. He likes to get it done under there, not scared.
A little bit out of control right there for the sophomore DeMarcus Williams.
Look who got the rebound.
Yeah.
Got to finish.
Well, what you're probably trying to see is some of the varsity players maybe trying to do a little too much on some of them shots and trying to draw a foul. They have done a great job, though, of looking to draw fouls tonight. One thing I have noticed, anytime there's a shot in the lane or layup, that's got to be something that Coach Coleman's worked with his bunch on this offseason. So say on the court right now, you got number 1, Donald Brown, a freshman. You've got number 3, Elijah Coleman, another freshman. Ball's into the corner by number 5. 3-pointers up, and it's no good. Number 5 is DeMarcus Williams, a sophomore. Oh, and he's staying active underneath that goal, too. You also have number 44, Sylvester Lucius, still in the game, a freshman. And there's one I'm missing.
Number 12. We missed number 12, Caden
Cedeno, sophomore. Cedeno goes to the ground, gets the loose ball. Coleman brings it up the court. It's got to be Coach Coleman's son, I'm assuming.
I got to think so.
He'll start the offense top of the key. He'll drop it into Lucius at the top of the key. He'll kick it out to number 5, Williams. Shots up, and it's good by Williams.
That was at the buzzer, too.
Yeah, that was right at the buzzer. So at the end of the first quarter, the white team is going to lead the blue team 18-12. Kyle, that's pretty exciting into the first quarter there. Getting to see a lot of the youngsters on the blue team.
Yeah, I've been so pumped to get back into this bunker and to watch some of these guys. And we also had the privilege of seeing them a couple of them put on football pads and got to see what they could do for the Golden Tour football team. Now they're back in the bunker playing some ball. And, talking to Coleman, ultimately we were a little disappointed not to get to play against another squad tonight, but that's going to have to wait until next time. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to go against some fresh blood. And but overall, man, I think everybody's just really excited to allow these guys to play. And we're getting to see some young faces for the Golden Tour basketball team.
Kyle, the big question the listeners want to know is have you determined your next victim?
Don, I'm scouting this crew out here. They do have some shooters, but please don't underestimate the Tornado Radio Network crew and their athletic ability. We're not just all talk, okay? When called upon, we have been known to demoralize some competition. So, there's a lot of young kids that hate to break their hearts this early in the season. We'll probably wait until later on and let them build some confidence up before they take me on the next 3-point competition.
So, Don, back to the white team, McCormick, Trent. Oh, gosh. I had it. Frank, Lily, and Artigo.
So I think that was pretty much a starting five. Excuse me. Vizier's probably getting his sea legs underneath him coming out after football season.
It takes a while.
Yeah.
It's a different sport. Doesn't really matter how good a shape you're in coming out of football. When you get to basketball, it's just a different
deal.
And
the other thing, we're going to just kind of touch on it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, and I definitely not going to call out any names if I knew, but kind of as this different season goes on about, you may have some kids that end up being quarantined at some point in time with flu symptoms or between tracing. So you may have some players miss practice time. So it's going to it's going to have to be a deep bench this year.
Yeah, it's going to have to be. And what a great opportunity for the young guys to be out there with essentially the varsity and really not playing bad. Here's McCormick for his first three of the season. Not quite.
10-4.
So Donald Brown, the freshman, he's a tall, lanky guy. I hadn't seen him play before. Looks like he's got some game, Don. Number 1.
Yeah, Brown has been fairly active. Foul's going to be there by number 22.
Coleman hit a 3. Somebody else on the blue team hit a 3 earlier. Here comes number 24, J.P. Michon.
Michon hit a 3 early in the ball game.
Who else came in there?
Number 33, Tyler Giudice.
So good opportunity for them to get out against a high level of competition for them. You got to think they'll do well with the JV games.
Yeah, year. Brown's a good-looking little ball player. He's been active on the court. Oh, got away with a walk
that
right
was a NBA no call right there. All right, McCormick's going to settle him in, and he's looking down the court. Really been looking forward to seeing Pierce play this year. He had such a great season last year as a freshman. I think I said he was a junior earlier. He's a sophomore. There's another 3 by McCormick, just short off the front of the rim.
So who was the other? There were two freshman guards last year that got quite a bit of playing time. McCormick and
so Xavier Trent played a good bit last year.
Was it Trent?
Marcus Williams played a good bit last year, and then it was Lily, Artigo, VJ for the most part.
And I believe McCormick's had a pretty good offseason from what I understand. So.
Well, Don, we're here on the eve of the state going back to modified phase 2.
We had no money. We couldn't pay him, so he agreed to do it for free.
10-4. Yeah, and I think that just for our listeners, what that means if you're at the facility live, I believe that's going to push them back to a 25%. I think
25% of capacity. So plenty of room for folks to get out and watch the Golden Tours.
Yeah, because our capacity number, nice job right there by number 13.
That's Quentin Frank. Senior.
But with us having the extended gym with the second floor up there, that adds to our, I guess you'd say, our fire marshal rating for a number of fans allowed. So,
well, but Don, if you're not comfortable being out in somewhat of a crowd or you can't make it out, that's what Tornado Radio Network's here for. We'll bring it to you.
Yeah, we're going to work on carrying. We've obviously expanded our roster this year with Mitch, and we've also been able to do some football games with Bruce Merchant
There
Frank.
was Zay Trent.
Trent, I'm sorry.
I got to find out if it's Zay or Zai. I'm
But,
going with Zay.
We may get also get Bruce to come out and do some basketball games with us. Although I think he may be doing some Mountain East basketball.
I don't think he's a basketball guy. I think he does a lot of.
I know he does a lot of baseball.
Baseball, yeah, football, baseball.
So he may take the winter off. But,
and it was a good time getting to call some games with the legend during football season. I was glad to get to do that.
Yeah, I learned a lot from Bruce this year. And
he's been doing it forever.
I don't know if he wants us telling all that.
Well, I'm not saying how long forever is. I didn't say since before I was born.
He's been doing it quite a bit longer than me and you.
I don't think he called my games, but I'm just saying.
So he's not that old, huh?
I've got a new guy in the game here. Number 34 for the blue team is James Lewis.
Sophomore,
James gets
Lewis.
A quick buck. He's another long, lanky fella.
Yeah, he's a new face. I don't recognize James.
That's a great pass. I tell you what,
nice
Don,
job by Vizier.
Xavier Trent's really seeing the court. McCormick sees the court, and that just should make for a good year for VJ and Lily.
I tell you what, I've already was Ortego the one that you called Rambus?
Rambus.
You know, I've been very, very impressed. He's all over. You know, he picked up that trash rebound right there for an easy bucket, but he's been all over the court early on. So he's definitely going to be a player that we're going to have to watch as the season goes on. Kind of probably a little bit of Mr. Everything for the Tours.
Yeah, he's a workhorse. He's fun to watch.
So 5, DeMarcus Williams has got the ball to point. Sophomore.
Addison, I don't know if it's Constance or Constance, depending on where he's from. Just entered the game for the white team. Number 1,
Addison Constance, freshman.
There's
well, he was a young man. I knew that. I could see one more player sitting over there on the white team that hadn't been in the ball game.
So 4 freshmen on the white team: Addison Constance, Mason Bowser, Wes Navarre, and Rayvon Washington. So it's not all upperclassmen there. A couple of guys coming in for blue.
That's Wes Navarre, younger brother to Cole Navarre. You know, probably so. I can send to the line number 1, Addison. No, I'm sorry, number 1, Donald Brown. First one's going to be no good. Got to line up for the second one.
So the white team's up 25-15 as the second one
bounces
as well. Out. Yeah. 25-15 with 3.5 minutes to go, 3:45 to go in the second quarter. Good to knock the rust off, Don. I'm kind of glad this is inter squad for me and you as well.
Well, you know, one of the things I've noticed on the young team, Mitch, at number 5 for the blue team, DeMarcus Williams, sophomore guard, he's been very active in the game tonight. And looks like he's a player that just needs a little bit more playing time. He's been out of control a little bit, but they can fix that. He's been very, very active on the floor.
Yeah, he played a lot last year, and I know we talked about him a good bit when he was getting the game. Just brought some energy and a defensive stopper, so it's good to see what he can do offensively as well.
Well, he may see a lot of time on the varsity squad, but they may want to give a little bit more experienced point guard, ball handler to the young team.
Yeah.
You know. All right, we'll go to you at halftime.
What's Kyle got brewing down there for halftime?
I thought he said Coach Labata.
I think he did.
I don't see. Oh, yeah, Coach Labata's at the scores table. I don't see Coach.
A little travel there. Lily got away with.
So McCormick's got out on the far key. Dribbles to the free throw line extended. No good. Rebound by number 10. I believe, number 10 for the blue team, which is Austin Babaz, a freshman. He's fouled on the rebound, and that's going to send him to the line as they're now in the bonus.
Yeah, Babaz just came in the game, got involved, drew a foul, and get a couple of freebies here. I like the pace I'm seeing, Don. I know for a few years we were seeing Sulphur kind of slow it down and be a little more deliberate on offense. Seems like what they're doing now kind of fits the personnel pretty well. They're not running and gunning.
Well, they're a little bit more controlled,
but they're taking shots. It looks like they all feel like they have the green light and taking shots when they have them. Sharing the ball well too.
Well, I mean, and really, you have to run that type of offense with no, as we kind of mentioned, just no real big man to kind of feed the ball down low.
I haven't
some
seen
of the
them.
teams have had in the past.
Hadn't seen them get into the shuffle yet, but I'm guessing. Oh, look, here it comes. Nope, no, they're playing the zone. So.
It's a nice cross-court pass. Not a lot of nice passes right there. McCormick takes a three-pointer. It's a little bit long. It's no good. He gets his own rebound.
Did a good job of staying with that, though, and following his shot.
I've seen a lot of, you talked about playing together. I'd be curious to know Trent and Vizier's history together because nice job right there. Number 23 for the Blues in the ball game as well. DeJuan Constant with a nice pass to Vizier. He's got to be a little bit more under control right there on that shot. Well, there's Zay Trent. Once again, with a pass to Vizier.
I'm going to tell you,
VJ
looks tired. He looks like a guy that just came out of football.
Well, when he missed that previous shot off the side of the backboard, and he kind of hesitated and just stopped, and he looked like he was totally gassed.
Yeah, and that's to be expected. Like we talked about, I remember, so long ago when the guys would come out of football, it was a funny couple of days because they would just be useless. But
yeah, it's
get their legs.
Totally different conditioning.
So we're going to go to Kyle Medier at halftime in 1 minute, 48 seconds of game clock. We're here. The white team is leading 29-16 in the bunker. Mitch Red, Don Martin bringing you the first half of the game, and we'll switch things around a little bit for the second half.
And Don, the white team's pretty much the varsity squad.
I think for the most part. Like you said, I think the blue team has got DeMarcus Williams playing over there to give them a steady point guard. Probably give him some time, too, against essentially the varsity, because I think we'll see a lot of him this year.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't do any good for him to sit over there on the white bench.
So
also going to be inbounded by number 12 for the Blue, Cedeno.
More full court pressure. You got to like that. It's like a 1-2-1-1 half court trap or something. I'll have to pay a little bit more attention next time.
It looks real close to they were more in a full court trap that time or three-quarter.
Yeah.
But earlier in the game, they were running a half court trap that the sophomore girls run quite a bit, and they had some effectiveness with that.
So Williams is a strong kid. You sometimes you get guys that maybe aren't as strong, and when they play stronger opponents, they have some problems. But he looks like he'll be able to physically handle whatever's thrown at him.
Babaz doesn't need to take that shot right there.
I tell you, Zay Trent, it's like he's got three arms. He's everywhere.
Well, what you're seeing with Williams is getting a little bit too deep on his penetrations right there, and his guys aren't giving him good passing lanes. But like I say, that being the younger bunch, that's kind of expect that a little bit out of him.
Wouldn't surprise me if I saw him change jerseys at halftime. Maybe a little trade, get him out there with the varsity if he's going to be playing some.
Looks like he's going to be fouled on the drive right there by number 1, Constance, and that's going to send him to the line. He may want to change jerseys because the varsity squad's has done a very good job of putting pressure on him tonight.
Don, I came and watched the Lady Tours play DeRitter last week. Really showed up thinking that'd be a really nice game, and as you may know, Lady Tours won that 68-6.
Yeah, I saw the final score there in the paper.
And I've never seen anything like it.
I believe the Lady Tours are in Lafayette this week.
I saw
a tournament.
They may be. I saw some of them come in just a minute ago. Looks like maybe they're coming back from a game. I don't know how they did today. It looked really good against a really bad team the other night, but they did execute, and they got girls that can shoot. And
rebounds tracked down by Washington, number 2. Just a freshman. McCormick frees up for 3 pointers, partially blocked by number 44, Sylvester Lucius. I need a buzzer that fans could buzz me when the camera isn't being turned with the pitch.
I'll take my turn with that here in the 45 seconds after the first half. Williams being guarded by Trent. They've probably guarded each other many, many hours.
Yeah, he's trying to get the offense set up. Looks like the Go to a little spread low, almost like a last-second shot. Clock's winding down inside 25 seconds to go in the second quarter. Actually, what they're looking to do here, Mitch, as you're aware, is just trying to get an easy backdoor cut for an easy layup to in the half. Just generally what they'll do when they spread the defense out like this, they're looking for lanes.
Yeah, no reason to rush. The only problem is sometimes you end up with a bad shot when you run it down too far, but
kind of just like that, huh?
Just like that. But
Coleman with the shot, he's fouled on the three-pointer. What's a bad foul? Coach Coleman will probably have that discussion with Washington, just a freshman. But, we got .18 on the clock, and really wasn't a great three-point look. Really just more to put one up the end of the half.
No, a good hustle play by Elijah Coleman. Got his hand on the ball, squared up, but he was pretty deep and fading away at the buzzer. I'm sure that he's having a discussion. Number 2, Rayvon Washington's having a discussion with Coach.
And the first one's up and good for Coleman.
That is. I think that's Coach Barmore. Interesting to see, Don. We've got Coach Barmore and Coach Clofus on one side. We've got 2 other coaches on the other side, and Coach Coleman's just kind of in the middle.
All 3 of them are good. Coach Barmore, I know who you think of though when we think of Coach Barmore.
Yeah, he's not the Coach Barmore that I have the bobblehead in my office for. But he's distantly related. I asked him.
Is he really? Me and Mitch are Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, and Coach, of course, the longtime coach up there, Coach Leon Barmore, is who we're referring to.
He ran into Coach Barmore at somewhere a while back, and I asked him. I said, "All right, I got to ask. If your name's Barmore, surely you're kin to Leon." He said, "No, I've never met him, but distantly related or whatever." So I said, "Well, it's good pedigree, so use the name." All right, Don.
So they're gonna take a 5-minute break, but we've got Kyle Medier down the sidelines. He's corralled a longtime Sulphur basketball coach Clint Labata, and just trying to get a few words from Clint and kind of see what he thinks about tonight in the season.
Yeah, guys, such a pleasure to be here in the bunker, back with y'all once again. What an honor it is to sit next to one of our Sulphur basketball coach legends, Clint Labata. Clint, glad to have you here. You are interviewing with the new Tornado Network. What's your thoughts about what you're seeing tonight? I know we were hoping to see Singer, the blue-white scrimmage going on. What's some of your thoughts about the game?
It's a good start for the team. I know a lot of them just got off the football field, so it's going to be a little rough at first, but it looks like they're playing hard.
Yeah, overall, you've seen a lot of great basketball over the years. I had the pleasure of watching some great years from 2001 to 4. Overall, what's the future look like for Sulphur basketball in your eyes right now?
Well, they got a new coach. I think last year was his first year, and he's putting in a new culture, and I like the way he's making the kids be accountable, and I think he's doing a good job.
Hey, thank you so much for your time, and we're so glad to be in your presence at this point. And anytime you're willing to give us, we appreciate it. On behalf of the Tornado Radio Network and all the tours out there, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Kyle. It was good seeing you because you brought back a lot of good memories seeing you here, and we had those good years back, like you said, 2004 and earlier. So good seeing you, Kyle.
Yes, sir. Well, guys, thank y'all for your time. Back to Don and Mitch with the Tornado Radio Network.
So, Kyle, nice job right there. Good to see Coach Clint Labate out here still supporting the tours. And, boy, how many games you think he's seen over the years, Mitch? Sorry about that.
All right, there we go. So, yeah, no, he's seen a lot of games, won a lot of games. There's a jersey on the wall somewhere that says Martin Zeno, if it's still hanging in there.
Yeah, behind the basket number 21.
There it is. And, that guy won a lot of games under Coach Labata's coaching, and just a great time. Just a great time, great coach. A lot of history there.
Yeah, go ahead. Hand up.
Hey, guys, back again on the floor here with Coach Coleman, head coach of the Golden Tour basketball team. Coach, I know we wanted to play Singer, but we're playing each other tonight. What's your thoughts? What you've seen from the guys so far in the blue and white scrimmage?
I'm just happy to see them out here practicing and playing with one another. They've been going at one another for a little bit here last couple of days of practice, but to be able to do it in front of their families is special for them right now. So whoever it is, whether it's against one another or whether it's against another school, just the opportunity to come out here and compete is fun. That's what it's all about for these guys right now.
Absolutely. We're trying to create a great environment here in the bunker. We've got the gym looking great. We've got the video going so parents can come back and watch these kids play along with fans. And now tomorrow night, as far as we know, we're still good to go.
Absolutely. We have Leesville here tomorrow. The schedule adjusted slightly, but we are still on for 6 o'clock against Leesville. Our freshman guys will open up the tournament at noon tomorrow here at the main gym against Benton out of the Shreveport area, their freshman team.
Well, Coach, it's always a pleasure. We appreciate what you're doing for our program and for our kids and our community. Why don't we give them a Go Tours on 3? 1, 2, 3.
Go Tours. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, guys.
Mitch, I think the smartest thing we ever did was hire Kyle to that big contract.
I think so. I think so, that extension.
But no, one of the things I was mentioning as well, I'm assuming Coach Labata's son. Go ahead, Kyle. Kyle's got one more interview for us.
Hey, guys, we're just catching as much as we can. I'm down here visiting one of the refs. Tell them your name.
Daniel Laverne.
Daniel Laverne. Daniel, you've been reffing for a long time. I know since back when we were both in high school, it seemed like.
Not that long.
It's been a while.
My 10th season, so it's been a while.
It's his 10th season as a referee. Daniel, the game obviously looks totally different this year with the pandemic going on. How have you seen it impact the play so far this year?
Well, it's kind of hard for the kids to get a flow, especially with, missing practices and not having a whole lot of practices. Luckily, I haven't been in a game where somebody's gotten hurt, but everybody's being really careful. So that's always good. Hopefully we can have a full season this year. I'm praying for it. We with the quarantine, we're out for so long. So I'm just happy to be back, happy to see the kids playing, and happy to do what I love.
Well, Dan, we thank you on behalf of the Tornado Radio Network, all the fans out there, what you guys are doing for us, being here tonight and making the best of what we got going on with the blue-white game. So thanks again. Y'all stay safe out there. We appreciate you.
Right, thank you for having us. That was very good, boy.
All right, boys, back to you. Go Tours.
Only Kyle Medier is going to get an interview with the referee at halftime. I'm going to tell you, though, Don, what a great way to stay involved with the game and fatherly advice that I got when I was a kid that I didn't listen to was, hey, go be a basketball official if you love the game, as much as I did and do.
And they don't make bad money for being able to come out and watch basketball.
Yeah, right, exactly.
You get in free.
And you got to have thick skin, and that's okay. That's good for you. And, you stay with the game, you stay in shape, you're with the kids that are competing, and what a great job. And I appreciate what he had to share with us and his perspective from the game. I don't know if Kyle will get that if it's a regular season game, but we'll challenge him to try to do so. All right, here we go. The blue team is going to inbound the ball in the second half. Elijah Coleman's going to throw it into DeMarcus Williams, who's going to take it to the top of the key. He's got Pierce McCormick covering him from a distance.
See the white team coming on a man-to-man defense.
So that is Coleman that's going to drive.
That's a nice job by Coleman.
Do a wonderful job. That's a freshman there. I can see Coach's son written all over here.
Well, the defense has got to do a better job right there, though, of especially when you're man-to-man. Nice job by Trent.
So, Don, I'm going to give you the you want the white team or the blue team?
Well, I don't know the numbers of either one. I'll take the white team. You take the blue team.
Focus on white. I'll focus on blue.
So Lily was fouled on the layup attempt. He's going to head to the line now for 2. What I was mentioning, though, the varsity team, the white team's got to do a better job of help defense right there when drives the lane. First shot's up, and it's no good by Lily. That's going to lead to one more. With 7:33 to go here in the third quarter early on.
So Blue's got Donald Brown.
Second one's short as well.
Okay, DeMarcus Williams is going to come up with that loose ball.
Nice job right there by number 13, though, Quentin Frank, of keeping that ball alive for the white team.
So DeMarcus Williams is going to take the ball to the right side of the court, and he's got Elijah Coleman at three-point line. He's going to take a dribble and lose the ball out of bounds off Blue, White's ball.
Zay Trent right in the middle of it again. As we talked about earlier, Zay was just kind of keeping his feet active and his hands active and was able to tip the ball off of the blue team out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover.
I'm telling you, Trent's got 3 arms. He plays like he's got an extra hand out, like octopus.
So Trent's going to set the offense up. You got Trent, you got Frank, you've got McCormick, you've got Lily, and you've got who we're going to call Rambus, number 11, Dawson Ortego.
A little miscommunication there by McCormick.
Yeah, a little miscommunication, and the ball was tipped off of a defender. I didn't get a number, and ends up going off the white hands after that.
So Caden Cedeno's coming in the game, and he's going to receive the inbounds pass. It looks like Donald Brown's coming out, and he's going to get it back to DeMarcus Williams, who's going to.
So you see Sulphur's going to pick up full court man-to-man. I think what's the call there?
It was
push on Lily.
Foul away from the ball.
Yeah, Lily push number 3 for the blue team, Coleman.
So now Cedeno is going to inbound it to Williams.
And Vizier, number 23, is checking in for Lily. Coach Coleman wants to have a little conversation. That's a foul. You just can't give it foul up out there.
No, that was way away from the ball. There's Coleman looked inside for number 34.
Artigo creates that turnover right there.
Coleman looked inside for James Lewis, just got knocked away.
Zay Trent was leading the fast break. Ball was tipped out of bounds by the blue team. So Trent will inbound the pass.
So we'll have a nickname for Trent pretty soon. The Octopus, the Kraken. Maybe we'll release the Kraken. That's what it should be. If you're a Pirates of the Caribbean fan. Little man-to-man
Sets up the
defense.
offense. Yep. Swings it to Frank. To McCormick down the corner. And he dribbles back up top to Ortego. Blue team doing a great job right there with their man-to-man defense. And there's a turnover for the blue team.
Quentin Frank, that was a bad pass. Long pass down by Williams, intercepted by Trent.
The Trent's bringing it back up court, looking to drive the lane. Gets into the lane, shots up, and it's no good. Rebound by Frank. Rebound, by Quentin Frank. He goes back up with the shot. It's no good, but he is fouled, so he'll head to the free throw line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job on the rebound. He got hammered there on the shot by Caden Cedeno. It was not going to be a three-point play. So Cedeno, Lewis.
Well, the varsity white squads missed our first 3 free throws of the second half. That's definitely something Coach Coleman will look to work on in practice here in the upcoming week. It looks like we got a timeout on the white team.
Yeah, blue team called timeout there. I guess he wanted to talk, see what he had going. And boy, he's wearing me out because they're substituting a lot, and I'm trying to learn numbers.
I was about to say, make quite a few substitutions out there. Try being on the bench because I think on the bench the boys have to wear their mask. So on top of that, you've got them over. Not only is he trying to coach the game, he's also trying to, you have to kind of keep a heads up on your players over there, make sure they got their mask on. Adds a whole nother dynamic. And with the as you can see, I hope you can see it from where we're at, but the benches have been expanded, I guess you would say, to keep about 6 foot of distance between the players as they
socially
on the
distance. They did that during volleyball. We did a couple of volleyball games and noticed that they did that. And that's just part of the rules. As Frank takes that second free throw.
It's no good as well. Nice job by Ortego. Could have been called over the back, but he went straight up, kept the contact to a minimum. While we're talking about volleyball, Mitch, I mean, huge congratulations to the Lady Tour volleyball team. Came up a little short, obviously, in the Pontchartrain Center in the quarterfinals up against what ended up being the eventual state champion in 5A.
So, Don, you were at the game, the playoff game that sent them to the Pontchartrain Center. Have you seen anything more exciting than that?
No, absolutely. One of the funnest events I've been to as a fan.
Yeah,
I've
awesome.
Probably the only other thing that I've been to that was I guess you would say funner, or just more exciting than that. Maybe other than an occasional basketball game is I could compare it to went to a rugby game and in Houston. And rugby is a very big sport along with soccer over there, and their fans are very, very exciting as they watch the game. But I kind of got the same aura from the volleyball game as well.
So DeMarcus Williams handling the ball, a little pressure from McCormick, and he's going to
McCormick does a great job. McCormick really creates that turnover right there. I know Zay Trent is going to get credit for the turnover and the layup, but, I mean, that was all caused by pressure from McCormick. Over there on number 5, DeMarcus Williams on the blue team.
I think Williams has a cramp. I think there's an injury timeout. Williams is going to come out for a minute, and it looks like number 12, Caden Cedeno, is going to come back in. So Cedeno, Coleman, Judice, Brown, and
so the white squad stays in their man-to-man defense. Nice cross-court pass right there. Been very impressed. Well, Coleman, that's a long three-pointer. It's no good. But what I was going to mention, I've been very impressed by the youngsters with their ball distribution. A lot of times with some of the younger players, you'll see them kind of want to start taking over and playing a little playground ball and kind of get out of the system, I guess you would say.
Well, they're not accustomed to playing with each
Right.
other like the older ones are, too. So they have shared the ball well. And, Don, if Coleman has the green light to take that shot, that was 2 steps outside the three-point line, but it looked well. It didn't look forced. There's
McCormick, little pump fake in the corner. Thought he was going to get a three-point attempt, but good job of defense. Now he drives the lane. Layup's going to be up and good. Nice job by McCormick.
I think he set that up well.
Yeah, he kind of lulled the defense to sleep a little bit right there, and they thought he was going to pass it back out up top.
So Donald Brown's got the ball at the top of the key, and he's going to be guarded there and get it to the corner to Cedeno, who takes the shot. It's no good, and it's rebounded.
It's a nice backside rebound right there, Mitch.
By Michon, JP Michon. There's Donald Brown, nothing. Another rebound by Cedeno. Shot by Michon's not good, and that's going to go out of bounds to White. They're crashing the boards, getting some rebounds, keeping the ball alive.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking from Coach Coleman's standpoint, the thing that when he watches that tape right there, he'll impress on that defenses. I mean, that's way too many rebounds. No, that's a bad pass right there. You can't make that pass.
Yeah, you can't give a team 3 shots on 2 offensive rebounds. That's not. That'll be discussed quickly. Probably already. All right, so here's Cedeno bringing out to the top of the key. And, he's
definitely keep an eye on Trent playing defense. Trent's got probably some of the quickest hands on the team. Probably him and McCormick. Nice job right there by Frank. Creates a steal. Layup is good. I don't think Frank's got quite that much hops, if that's what you was thinking about, Mitch.
It crossed my mind. It was a breakaway. So Coleman's going to bring it down this time. Handling the ball pretty well, but he's under some pressure there. He's going to get it back over to Brown.
Frank's doing a good job. Vizier comes up, misses his trap right there. You got to get that trap right there at midcourt, and Vizier didn't establish his foot on the sideline there and was able to let the dribbler get by him.
So Cedeno again is going to throw the ball in. Lob pass. So not a bad idea. Lob pass.
No, but you were trying to go over the top of the
to West Navarre.
He was trying to go over the top of Vizier, the tallest one on the court.
I'm sorry, Tyler Judice is who that was to.
So Trent brings the ball up court, passes to Frank down low. Oh, it's in and out.
So Don, back in the day, he would have been taught, go ahead and bring that down and go right back up with it. If you're not going to flush it.
Or back in the day, Coach Levy would have wanted you to bring it back down and dribble it back out and set the offense up.
No, dude, you were coming to the bench. So had dinner with Coach Levy last summer.
Still up in DeRidder?
No, he is in Baton Rouge, retired in Baton Rouge, doing great. Some of the guys from the class of '83 went over and spent the evening with him, went to dinner, and got caught up. It's a good time.
So we're talking about long-time head boys basketball coach Stan Levy was here when me and Mitch played in the 80s. And moved from here went to DeRidder to coach Wayne Sims for a few years. But, of course, he was from there, or that neck of the woods, if I remember right. No? But and then became principal up there, I think. Got into administration after a while.
Right.
And
retired, went to Baton Rouge where his kids are, kids and grandkids. So it's a season ticket holder at LSU for basketball and close to some guys up there still involved with the game. So number 1 for the white team is the freshman Addison Constance. He's going to inbound it for you, Don.
Yeah, Constance had that bad pass earlier on the so this would be some good work for him.
So this is full court man-to-man.
Yeah, it's good to see full court by the young squad too. I mean, obviously that's Coach Coleman's looking to implement that. Constance is a little excited. Another high pass right there. Obviously, a freshman on the varsity team. They see quite a bit of promise in him, and but Vizier just wasn't able to come down with that pass.
All right, here's Donald Brown, and
there's a trap right there. There's Constance in the number 33 for the white team, West Navarre, another freshman in the ball game.
There's Coleman for another 3, and again,
it's good.
So I'm telling you, that again was 2 steps behind the arc, and it was nothing but net.
That's a nice job right there by number 1, Donald Brown with the steal.
There's another 3 for Coleman.
It's a nice job on the rebound right there by the blue team. Shot's going to be up. He's going to be fouled by number 33, Navarre. Thought he got it, or he probably did get a lot of ball right there, but got a little bit of the hand. And that's going to send the blue team number 33, Navarre, to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Actually, he was fouled by – that's not going to send Navarre to the line. It's going to be 33, Tyler Judice. Both of them were 33s. My bad. First free throw is a little long. It's going to be no good. Looks like Lucius and Del Rage checking to the game for the blue team.
So, Don, the blue team's hanging in there. They're down 11.
35-24, 55 seconds to go in the third quarter. Second one's going to be no good as well. Rebounds brought down right there by Quentin Frank. Makes a bad pass. A nice job right there by number 10.
You get that defensive rebound and you get the quick outlet, but you got to look. You can't just swing it out there because that's what happens. Give away an easy bucket.
Was a nice job by Austin Babaz on the steal and the layup. Baseline shot is put up there by number 13, Quentin Frank, and it is good with 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Another little miscommunication there between Coleman.
Yeah, I think Coleman thought he was going
to.
Coleman thought he was going to come all the way out to the sideline there and made an errant pass. Looks like Lilly and McCormick are checking in for Constant and Navarre. 22.9 seconds to go here at the end of the third quarter.
Good offensive substitution there. Just get the ball in the hands, get your scores in the game, and see if you get a bucket.
Well, and you get another 3-point score in the game as well with McCormick. Nice job in breaking the full court pressure. Now he'll set up the offense with 9 seconds to go. He's going to be looking to drive the lane and a little kick out pass. Lily's got the ball at the top. He drives the lane, kicks to the corner. The number 15, Zay Trent, and it's good at the end of the third quarter. That's going to move the score to 40-26 after 3 quarters of play.
You know, the offensive substitution there worked great. Lily didn't get the shot, but he drove in, got the attention, kicked it out to Trent for the 3 at the buzzer. Well done.
Kyle, after watching Mr. Trent there sinking the end of the third quarter buzzer beater, I think you may have some competition.
Don, I don't know. You guys are going to have to fill me in on who the gentleman's name that just made that last shot, but I think we found my next challenger for the 3-point competition. He's feeling good about that last shot, but he must have not attended the game that I defeated the 3-point champion because he clearly has no idea what's coming to him. So let's make sure they make that happen after this game. Get with Coleman. It's going down. What do you say?
Well, we probably have Coach Coleman probably can send the tape home with him.
He's going to need to watch film. He's going to need to watch film, and so he can be reminded of don't count me out to the last shot because we all saw how it went down to the last shot. I made it when it counts.
So, Case fans, if there's anyone listening tonight, I'm not sure if there's still anyone. Mitch, is your wife even listening?
I don't know. I have no idea.
But we coerced Kyle
there's 785 people tuned in, Don.
We coerced Kyle to a 3-point shooting contest last year. And
these gentlemen that I'm next to here said Xavier Trent is his name. Mark it down. 3-point competition.
Actually, I think he's had a name change on the roster to Zay Trent.
Yep, now he's just Zay. There's Rambus. Oh, you got to like it. You know, we call Dawson Artigo Rambus. I don't know. I don't want him to be offended. He may not know who Kurt Rambus is. There's a good chance. So just in case an explanation is needed, it's very much a compliment to Dawson and his family. If you don't know who Kurt Rambus is, just Googling and keep playing like him.
So that was a nice hustle right there by number 2, Washington.
Rayvon Washington hustled him, drew the foul, but or got picked up the foul. And that's number 44, the big man, Sylvester Lucius, going to the line.
Yeah, I'd like to see Sylvester just stay in that weight room and stay at that table eating some groceries, and he's going to be a good-looking one if he keeps on growing in that body. Yeah, and that's not the first bank shot he's made from the free throw line. So I think that may be his. I may have picked on him earlier about calling glass, but that may be his preferred shot.
Whatever works. There it is again.
There it is again.
Hey.
At this point in time, if he can make them underhanded, he's more than welcome to shoot them underhanded. I saw Coach Shannon Suarez make many an underhand free throw shot in this gym years ago.
All right. So
I was going to be brought up by McCormick. No pressure there by Coleman. No token pressure. Blue team's going to be in a man-to-man defense to start out the fourth quarter. So dribble penetration there by Washington. Kicks to McCormick. Frank's doing a lot of work down that low block trying to get the ball. I'd like to see them pay him off. Washington kicks it out to McCormick, who hands it back to Washington. Torres just can't quite. It's a good job by the defense. McCormick shots up, and it's no good. Well, that's another good-looking young player right there, number 34 for the blue team. James Lewis, just a sophomore. But what I was mentioning now, we really like to have seen them guys pay Trent off.
Get him the ball. He's working hard for it.
There's a steal by Washington. He's going to take it off. See that? Kind of example right there, what we're talking about, playing a little bit out of control. He should just go ahead and took that ball up against Coleman. Coleman's probably going to give him the layup right there.
Well, or a jump stop, and Coleman flies right by to use a little Top Gun lingo, and he tried to lay it in. But the little quick reverse at the last second, you just ask him to turn it over like he did. But he'll learn. The blue team working the ball here. That's Lewis.
It's a nice penetration right there. That's number 34. I just mentioned James Lewis, sophomore for the Golden Tours. Nice job on the penetration. He gets the rewarded with the little layup. And right there, you see him on the defensive end, gets a ball on hand on that ball, creates a missed shot, and the blue team's off and running. Williams misses a three-pointer. Or McCormick, he's not wasting any time. He's got a long rebound. He's right back up the court. Kicks it out to Ortego, who sends it back out to Zay Trent. He's going to reset up the offense right here with 5:37 to go here in the fourth quarter.
So, the guys having the green light is great. I don't know if what Coach Coleman wants the quick three, not before the team gets down there, but we'll see that as the season goes on. That VJ and Lilly, the big boys, coming back in for the white team. Frank and Ortego. Now I can't go on and call him Randus. Ortego coming out.
Lily's got a three-pointer from the corners up. It's no good.
He didn't waste any time.
Nice hustle right there by number 2. Washington steps across the line, though, before he's able to get the pass back in bounds. So it'll be a turnover, blue ball.
So, Don, if we're describing the team, athletic, disciplined. They're not tall. Can't say that. Although Ortego holds his own there. Lily's a big body. It's like they can shoot reasonably well. McCormick hadn't had a great night shooting, but we know he can do it, and that'll come.
Yeah, but we hustle well to the ball, both on offense and defense.
There's an example of just going on up with it right there and getting fouled.
He was worried. I think he was maybe, and between me and you, I think he was wanting to try to lay that off to Vizier for a potential dunk. That was just my initial thought right there. But, yeah, put your head down, get it to the basket, get up and make your layup there, and then you'd be heading to the free throw line trying to complete a three-point play.
You think he looked at VJ and said, oh, wait, he just came out of football? Not yet?
Yeah, Vizier, I guarantee them legs are feeling real heavy about now. But what I was mentioning, Mitch, the white and the blue team both have really hustled well to the ball, both on offense and defense. And I've been very, very impressed by that factor. In fact, at times we've watched the game and really could tell who was a varsity player and who was a freshman player,
Well, I think you got to think about, too, Don, this is an inter-squad scrimmage. So I don't know how they don't call that a travel, but they don't, and so good for him.
That's what they call the European step or whatever.
Euro step. Inter-squad scrimmage, so when the defense is playing and the offense sets up a play, defense knows what that play. They know where the ball's going. They know the progressions, and that takes a little way from the offense. when the defense knows what you're doing, that impacts the offense. Because a relatively low-scoring game, 43-31, 4 minutes, 32 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
I tell you what, the blue team, though, I mean, between Brown, number 1, number 34, James Lewis, they're going to get caught sleeping right there. I didn't even move the camera. My apologies.
That's fast break. Rayvon Washington.
And Coleman out there. Those three young players, they're going to get a lot of JV playing time this year, a lot of experience, but they're going to win a lot of ball games here, I think, for the Golden Tours if those three young men can stay together. VJ gets a layup right there.
That's a great example McCormick you see in the court. I mean, he was kind of pulling the ball out, and he saw VJ cutting. He got the ball to him.
I've been very impressed by Coleman. Very smart ball player.
And we said it about McCormick last year. They didn't look like a freshman. Coleman doesn't look like a freshman either. Now, some of them look like freshmen when Acadiana walks in the gym, or some of those guys.
Vizier with the rebound, looking to run right here. Going to feed McCormick. Back to Vizier.
Give him a week. That was well done. Nice little lob into VJ for the putback.
So that's going to extend the lead out to 49-33 with a little over 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Looks like we're going to have a timeout by the blue team.
So Coach Scott Fancher coaching the blue team. He wants the timeout. Sees the game getting away down 16, just like that.
Fancher's been here quite a number of years now. He was here with the previous coach, Skip Carlin.
He was coaching the freshman, and I guess he still is. Freshman JV.
And you said, so Coach Clofus, and who's the other coach with the young team?
I don't know who the other coach is, and it's not on our roster, so we'll have that.
He's definitely the best dressed coach tonight, though.
Well, there's no doubt about that. So Coach Barmore doing a great job over there coaching those guys up. You know, Don, there's a couple of games, not to pick on Coach Coleman, but there was a couple of games where maybe he wasn't able to be here last year, and Coach Barmore stepped in for a game and a half and did a great job of working the bench, getting guys in and out, just basically taking over and showing really, really that he's a talented up-and-coming coach and good to have in our program.
So blue team's going to inbound the ball. Coleman up top. He's going to be guarded by Constance. He's checked into the game along with Navarre, number 33. And number 5 for the white team is Mason Bowser, another freshman. Is that Randall's boy?
Don't know. Could be.
Shot's a little long. Rebounded by Washington. So you got, other than Vizier, you got a pretty young varsity team out here right now with a little over 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. I like Constance has had a lot of activity tonight. He's just, and you see coach talking to him right now. He's gonna have to just learn how to reel that in just a little bit.
And, you know, in the pace of this game has got to be much quicker.
Oh yeah, a lot quicker than what he's used to. You see him trying to tie up the ball right there. White's in a man-to-man defense.
So it'll be interesting to see as we go along in the season with varsity, kind of how the rotation. I know Coach Coleman will pare it down and have his regular guys that he gets in and out. But man, the depth is not bad at all.
No, and like I was mentioning earlier, I think this year too it's going to be very important to have a deep bench because you just don't know from week to week. Right. You know, one of the players comes in contact with just a student or someone at home or whatever that may contract with a positive virus test. They head into a quarantine situation, and your roster or your bench just pretty much changes immediately.
Well, the way that the basketball schedule goes, that's multiple games. Football, maybe they miss 1, maybe 2, but it could be 4 or 5, depending on where they are in their schedule for basketball.
Yeah, because really once things crank up, you got 2 games. Especially I know when district cranks up, you got 2 games a week. So, potentially you miss minimum of 4, but maybe even 5 games.
Kind of looking at Kyle, see if he's got something he wants to come in with.
He's over. I'm surprised he doesn't even some popcorn.
Our interviewing.
Kyle, can we get you some popcorn or sandwich or anything?
if I get a sandwich status up there,
So, Don, the experiment with having the man on the court, I think, has been really good so far. Kyle does a great job down there. I don't know if we'll have that every game. Depends on our manpower. But not a bad thing to have.
So Constance has the ball
There's
up
a
top.
lob.
It looks a lob to Vizio, a little give and go actually at the top of the key. Vizio's able to corral it, rolls in and rolls back out.
That's a set play because VJ, when he threw that ball to
You
Constance,
could
he
kind of
took off.
yeah,
He
that
knew
was
he
coming out of the
going.
timeout. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I bet Coach called that because Coach kind of called a timeout at a weird time. But I think he probably wanted to send that play in and see how it performed coming out of the timeout.
Constance with another steal. He has been very active, Donnie. You're right. When he gets
Got a little too deep right there, but was able to bailed out right there by number 5, Bowser. But yeah, Constance is going to be like I said, just a freshman, so definitely a player. And I bet you, Coach Coleman, just from looking at last year, of course, last year was a necessity, but we only have 3 seniors on the roster from what I see this year as well. So maybe another necessity as well. But, at times he brought in Zay Trent, and brought in DeMarcus Williams last year for no other reason but just to commit a few fouls and kind of work to wear down a guard for the other team. And you may see that do that with a few of these freshmen. Nice pass. What you'll see right there, number 33, Navarre, the shot was blocked, but you'll see Navarre work on going up with that shot a lot quicker. Like I said, the speed of the game is probably one of the biggest factors that some of these young players are trying to get accustomed to.
And that was Sylvester Lucius, number 44, that blocked it. He's a big, wide-bodied kid that if he, sticks with it, maybe grows a little bit, he's going to be a force.
Lucius is just a freshman.
So 20 seconds to go in the game. White team up 18, 51-33. Overall looking very good.
So we have Kyle Medier. Kyle's still working the sidelines down there. He's going to get us one last interview after the game, from what I understand, with Pierce McCormick and Zay Trent. Kyle never missed an opportunity to talk a little smack, I'm sure. Vizier is able to save that ball, but saves it. That's kind of one of the things they teach when you save that ball. Don't throw it back in underneath your opponent's basket.
Don't save that one. That's why. Good hustle, though.
Constance brings the ball up court. That's going to bring it into the blue-gold scrimmage. And
so final score there, Don, 51-36. The white team, overall, good job with on both sides of the ball. So you can go to Kyle whenever you're ready.
Well, I think he lost his 2 interviewees.
He's going to have to hustle them up here. They do need to talk to Coach first.
I think they're putting basketballs up or something.
Oh, here comes Zay Trent coming back out for his post-game interview. I guess they went and got him. Here he comes.
Yeah, I got Xavier Trent. Pierce is on the way.
Kyle, one of y'all got to get up on the ice chest to do this interview.
Guys, as you know, it's been tough to get interviews tonight, but I've got 2 gentlemen here, Pierce McCormick, Xavier Trent of the Sulphur Golden Tours. Guys, I know we wanted to play Singer tonight. We ended up playing each other, which was okay. How'd y'all feel about the game tonight?
Good. We came out. We got to execute better, though, I think. But tomorrow we got Leesville, so we got to prepare for that tomorrow. Come back and work harder.
Absolutely. What's your thoughts, Pierce?
I think we're looking good. We're getting out in transition and pitching ahead. We look really athletic, really fast. But like you said, we got to execute a lot better.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot different against a totally different team. I think it's going to be the first team you guys have played this year, which is exciting. Another thing that's exciting is 3-point challenges. And as you may have seen in the previous events, I've been known to challenge a few people to 3-point competitions. Pierce, as much as I'd love to challenge you, I'm going to have to default over here to my boy Xavier Trent. I'm going to challenge you to a 3-point competition at some point during this year. Let all the tour fans and Tornado Radio Network Nation know, do you accept this challenge?
Man, for sure. I'm finna win.
He says he's fixing to win. So did the last guy. As we all know, the final shot, I drained it, nothing but net, no big deal.
Kyle, is your former opponent even still here at the school, or did he have to leave the school?
No, I think he actually transferred to West Monroe or something like that after that competition. It was just devastating. And now we don't want you to go anywhere, Xavier. We need you here in the bunker doing your thing against those other teams. It's going to be a nice, friendly competition, but it is for keeps at the same time. So, guys, he accepts. It's been a great night tonight. I'm glad we were able to do this for the guys, and thank you, gentlemen, for this interview. It's been a pleasure. Looking forward to watching you guys play. Xavier Trent, Pierce McCormick, go Tours. Let's do it.
Appreciate it, Kyle.
All right, Don, let's sign off. 51-36 final. White team wins over the blue. Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll be out of town for the holidays. We're working on getting someone here to carry the games. Stay tuned to Tornado Radio Network. We may have a limited staff here tomorrow, but
it might be me. But
6 o'clock Leesville. So that's going to be a good game. Leesville's got plenty of athletes up there, so it'll be a much different atmosphere and game than what we had tonight.
All right, good deal. Go Tours.